Hi, this is Lucy, and today I am at Santa's house in the North Pole. According to Google, this is the real Santa's house, or this is a copy anyway. If this is something you would be interested in learning how to build, then please stay tuned. So, time for a quick tour. This is the house. I did put the snow machine out. It is a bit of a pain with the plume. I don't mind the kind of snowflakes, but the plume is rather annoying. Anyhow, we are in the Savage Divide. I did try a few locations for this in the Toxic Valley because it can sometimes look like snow, but I couldn't find. I wanted these trees, really, the fir trees. I will show you where we are on the map. We are to the right of the Palace of the Winding Path, up near the converted munitions factory. As you can see, I have Santa here. It's Gramps. I have muted him, so he's not too annoying, because he keeps talking over me. It's not a complicated build. It is a cabin with offset roofs. I have tried to put all of my Christmas decorations out. I do not have the Waving Santa animatronic, and I'm currently in negotiation with Bethesda to get it, because for some reason I seem to miss that one. I have put a Nuka-Cola balloon out. I don't know if you know, but the reason that Santa wears red is because of Coca-Cola. So, yes. Before that, in earlier sort of Christmas cards and Christmas artwork, he was seen in green, sometimes blue, mostly green. So Coca-Cola made Santa red, and that kind of stuck. So we have Rudolph here, obviously. I have merged these trees down into the ground. We do have a chimney at the side with a chimney pot that's smoking. This is the house. This is bigger than I normally make a house, so I did struggle a bit with budget, although I am within budget. A little bit left in case I get any more Christmas crap. I did try to merge two of these trees together, and I kind of succeeded, but it wasn't perfect, and I did it using a tree on a conduit and Philema trapping the conduit. It was extremely difficult to line them up correctly. And then I had a problem because I couldn't get the curtains on. I know this is a Thanksgiving table, but, you know, just wanted it to look like a holiday kind of table. I don't have all of the Nuka-Cola snow globes. I have got a couple, so I've put those out with the traditional Christmas ones. These are actually skull candles that are merged into this planter. I know that turkey is a symbol of Thanksgiving in America, but we eat turkey pretty much only at Christmas. Well, most people only eat it at Christmas. We have our fireplace. I don't know if Santa would actually hang up stockings. Does he deliver presents to himself? So this is the main kind of kitchen diner. We have a bedroom through here. I obviously have my holiday Mr. Fuzzy. There's another one actually in the sitting room. This is the bathroom. I didn't go crazy with the bathroom. It's just sort of standard. There. So yeah, it's not complicated, but it is. I enjoyed this build. I do have a cabin, a workshop to the side here, which is I've built this workshop before, and I have some more reindeer here out in the pen. You could probably put a Brahman out with them if you want a Brahman in your camp. If you don't have the red wallpaper, then by all means build this with the log cabin set if you have that. The only thing is you will not have these small windows. I just think it adds something. I felt that there was too much plain wall without it. So, right, now I'll show you how to build it. So you will notice when you get to this spot that there are a couple of trees. I want to get rid of them, so I'm just going to use a couple of rocks. You can use whatever you have, doormats, any other small object. It may be if you decorate outside that it will naturally suppress anything, but I just want to make sure. Going to start with foundations, and I'm sorry if my voice is a bit rough this morning. I had my COVID booster last night. We are having an absolutely freezing time over here. I live in the southwest of England, which normally is kind of the warmest area in the country, but we've had a cold snap, and having to go out last night and then my car breaking down. My mum is ill in hospital, I've been ill, the cats have been ill, my heating is on the fritz. December is currently kicking my butt. So I will persevere, and now I have super mutants. So that was cathartic. Anyway, foundations. Going to line this up with the road, and then I'm going to go 2 back, and this will be our first one. Now, be aware that this tree can sometimes be a bit of a problem, so don't go too far back. Just going to lower this slightly. The ground here is very forgiving. There is not much there aren't many plants sticking through. The house is basically a 4x4 grid. I think we could come forward slightly. As I said, I am worried about that tree at the back, so I'm going to come forward just slightly. So, put 16 foundations down in a 4x4 grid. So, you should have something that looks like this. Hopefully we have enough clearance because the roofs overhang by half. Sometimes if you're too far back, you can have a problem getting that roof on. Right. Now, to do the roofs, if you ever do an offset roof, the roofs have to go on before the walls. So to create the offset, I'm going to use this half catwalk. I can't do it here because it's too close to the Jeep. So just create your offset like this, move your foundation up, and this one. And we are actually going to start on this second one because the porch does not have, it overhangs the porch, but the porch doesn't have a roof as such on this side. So, put a wall down, any wall, add a roof. I used these green ones. And we are going to put 4 of these roofs on because the house is 3 deep, not including the porch. So because it overhangs half each side, that gives you an additional roof. They can be a bit of a pain to get on. There we go. Just got that on. To get the next roof on, you will find that roofs do not snap bottom to top, they only snap side to side and on the top of walls. So we are going to put another wall up and then a half wall, and we are going to add another row of roofs. To get rid of these walls, we are going to flatten this roof. We can remove the walls, and now we have a floating roof. Not forgetting to pull your foundations forward for the offset. Right, on the second one here, we are going to put a wall and a roof. Now, you will not need the second wall on this one because it is in fact snapping to here. So just go along and add 4 roofs. Or 3 more, anyway. Move all your foundations back. This one is a spare. You can put it, like I did, on the back here. Or you can use it to double wall. Right. Going to add the walls. It's pretty straightforward. Double wall. So that we can get the little windows in, these will be double walled half walls. Not forgetting that we need the brick top wall arches to double wall those. Half walls on the top. Brick wall arches. Come on. The back is similar. We are going to have a back door here. That will be a window. We won't get a foundation in there because of that tree, so I will double wall using the door method. The bathroom window will be half walls again so that we can get a window in the top, and we're just going to double wall the rest in the standard method this way. Oops, come here. We're going to leave this one for now because the fireplace will be going in there. Right. We need to fill in the top there actually. Half wall, half wall. Brick top wall arches. Come on. For the internal walls, more walls. There is going to be a lot of destruction in this camp. Brick top wall arch. Right, that is all the walls. However, we need to flamer trap all of these half walls and the top wall arches. So stack up some stash boxes however you want to do it. You can put, one of the ways I do it sometimes is to put roofs on. We can try that. Just put a flat roof here. Probably don't need one on that side. And just go crazy with the flamer trap. I am going to put it on a stash box so I can do the top wall arches and the half walls on the front and back at the same time. You might find up here that it wants to go on the roof, so just bring it down, put your flamer trap on, and then pick it up. I mean, you could use camera mode for this. Let's try that. Whoa. Bearing in mind, you have to come out of build mode to activate the flamer trap. Store your flamer trap regularly if you do not want to repair it. It's up to you. I do find that the resources is quite resource intensive, and then we don't need it for the rest of these pieces. Just, you will probably find that you get roofs and things, but can't be helped. Stash box again. This should break both of them. Right, I'm going to do a quick check. These two half walls, this top arch, half wall, top arch. Looks like I got everything. I'm going to take these temporary roofs out, making sure I don't remove anything else. I think that's it. So we are now going to double wall. I mean, it's not complicated. It is a bigger build, so it can be a little bit time consuming. I did actually, for the top wall arches, I actually used the wood set because I felt that they showed through less, at least on the roof. So it's up to you, whichever you want. You can always change them up, so once they're all repaired, you can just swap them out to whichever one you think looks the best. Right, this won't go on because it needs a floor behind it. Are those all of the... Nope. Here. It's done that thing where it goes back to recent because it gets confused. It's basically a bit like it's got Alzheimer's, I think. Right. Yes, 5-second memory. That looks okay. I mean, if you miss anything, you can just flame trap it again and do it again. Right, I'm going to go to the camp widget and repair all. Yes, I'm building this on a custom world because I built it on a regular world. I do all my building on a adventure mode and I just import it in to a custom world to rebuild it, and the settings here are the same as on a regular world, the building settings. You can switch these to whatever set you want. I'm going to switch them to the wood. Oops. I think that went wrong. Be careful with some of these, the default, because it might switch it the wrong way round. So it's going in a different direction. Right, wallpaper. I pretty much did the entire thing in red. Obviously you can do, apart from the middle wall, which I used this sort of 70s red wallpaper, the one around the fireplace. We will get to that. So this is what it looks like now. So we need to swap out some of these for windows. I use the contemporary set windows because they have the white trim and I thought it looked nice with the red. This is going to be single window here. These are also going to be windows here and here. That remains a doorway. This is going to be a window in the kitchen. Plain wall, plain wall. This is going to be a window in the bedroom. Plain wall, plain wall. And this again is going to be a top window here. So go around and make sure you do both sides. So it should look something like this now. I will put the additional porch on. Just going to put a couple of walls like this facing inwards. We are going to add slanted roofs. You may have a problem with these roofs. You can flatten them or flamer trap them. I think we're going to have to flamer trap them, because otherwise these roofs won't go on because they're underneath. Don't want to break the walls. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you do. Right. Roofs are very flimsy, as you can see. They break very easily. Hopefully, we'll get our roofs on now. To remove the walls, same as before, just flatten it out, remove the wall, put it back in the upright position. And just repair your roofs. I did experiment with pillars, but I actually thought it looked fine like that. The picture of Santa's house at the North Pole did not have pillars supporting this part of the roof, so it is getting a little bit dark. To do the fireplace, I have blueprints of various. This is a blueprint of 2 fireplaces that are facing each other, so the fire is facing. Stack them up, line them up, merge them down. It will not completely stay merged, but it will cut out the time, significant amount of time. We're going to need one of those. This is a blueprint I made with the red chimney fireplace in it. It will not place. I think because the chimney is, obviously the fire is not all the way down. I do not know. It will not place for me. And we have a double fireplace where you merge them together with the fires facing in the same direction. That one will stay merged. But to do the fire chimney, you will need to redo, and I'll quickly show you how to do that. I'm just going to quickly stick a couple of floors down here as sort of a flat work surface. I'm going to get a pressure plate and a mannequin. I don't know, I know some people like to power theirs up. I find that it just pops up at annoying times. If I put a mannequin on it, it just seems to stay down. I'm just going to merge this one down so that it's lined up. For some reason it wants you to select it at the bottom. Go. So that's that one. So we are going to need one of these and 2 of these to do this merge. We are going to put this on the top in the middle. This is a time that the camera mode might be useful. And I really dislike the fact that you have to toggle this thing with the left and right triggers. Now you want to make sure you have it A in the middle, but also as far forward as you can so that it doesn't stick out on this edge here. So we're going to just merge that down. I usually merge it down to about this ring. You can merge it down further or not as far, it's up to you. Right, then we are going to get this one. And we're creating a chimney, so we want the fireplaces facing each other. And we want to try and make sure this is lined up. And then we're going to merge this so that the top one is level with this one. It does take a while, I'm afraid. I haven't counted how many because I don't think I can count that high without losing the will to live. When you get towards the bottom, move your cursor up a bit so that you don't accidentally select the one that is moving down, because then it will go back to the top. One more, maybe. Aha! Hello, Grahm! Grahm likes to visit me when I'm building up here. Unfortunately, don't forget to pick up your chally milk. Unfortunately, he still does not have the starburst clock for me. I keep checking, I have not got it. Right, go back into camera mode. Press Y to get rid of that annoying vertical thing. I want to use my triggers to rotate objects. Right. Now, we are going to stack these up. This is the first one. It's got the fire on. This will be the next one. Yes, I am still wearing the silly elf outfit. Now, obviously, I am just trying to do this quick and dirty for you. If you select the wrong one, I can't even select the wrong one. It will jump up. Just let go. Press B, do not press A. Right, that's on Xbox. And whatever the back button is on your system. Right. It's not perfect, but you get the idea. Right, to get the fireplace in, we need a foundation here with a line, so you can line it up at the middle, and you need one behind. I have removed the roofs temporarily, just convert them to the flat position and remove them. They will go back on because they will snap to the ones up there. We're going to put the fireplace here in the middle. We are going to make sure that this line is a bit, want to make sure this side is completely on this foundation with a little bit to spare, because there will be wallpaper. It's just so that we can get the back of the fire visible. That looks pretty straight. Obviously, if you want to make sure it's straight in this direction, you could change this foundation. If you're completely OCD like me, change this so that it has a line, something. Yeah, that looks pretty straight. We're now going to flame trap the fireplace, and because we are just flame trapping the bottom one, all of the rest that's attached will disappear. And you can get your walls in. Like so. And we will put the roofs back on. Like so. And if you repair this fireplace, you can see the brick behind it. Let's just check when we add wallpaper. I used this wallpaper, just for a bit of contrast. Right, just checking. Might be a good idea, depending on how far back you have your fireplace, to remove that foundation before you repair the fireplace. Look! It works! The week I'm having, I was expecting that. This is not the first time I have done this video. It's not been a good week. Right, it's too dark to continue. There are a few bits and bobs that I want to show you, including the workshop, so I am going to relog. Right, oh, we got missing wallpaper. I don't know when this bug came back, but it is definitely back. Never remove the wallpaper if it's doing this, because if you have something on it, it will remove the objects when you replace the wallpaper. So just switch it around to a different one and then back to the one that you want. The wallpaper is still on there, it is just a glitch. Right. That's the stoop for this one. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, doors. I used this white kind of Nordic looking door, Scandinavian. It's very weird. This line on this one, I seem to have a crack, and this happened the first time I built it, and I have no idea why. It's worse on the inside. It might be something to do with maybe the difference between these two walls. Although it doesn't happen at the back. Well, a little bit. I don't know. Right. I used the picket fences. They are under this, the default. If you have them, they are under here. Somebody recently told me that they don't have them anymore. I still have them. So one there, and one on the end there. We are going to put steps up here on both sides. I used the steps that came with the contemporary set, like so, and a set here, like so. The workshop, I have built this workshop before. It is pretty simple. It is just 3 floors. I did put a sort of porch on the front. It's a little bit high, but you have to be aware that there is kind of a bump at the back here. I used the log cabin set. I mean, obviously if you want, you can double wall it, make it red like the house. Obviously, budget is getting a little bit tight. I have everything stored, so I can make that one a window as well, actually. I don't know. I can't remember which one was the window. Never mind. I do have another build that has a more complicated version of this roof, and I was planning to do that video last week, but everything just went so wrong, and log cabin set can very easily offset. Make sure your walls are lined up. Right, for the roofs, we are going to put one roof attached to there, one roof attached to there. They are snapping to these pieces here. And we're going to put one roof there like that. Now there will be gaps when we do the valley, so I'm going to flatten, no I'm not, I'm going to flatten this one, the outlier. Take one of these, making sure it's the right one, because only the right one will go on. We can then put this one up. We will put another one of these on when we put the valley in. I'm going to flatten this roof here at the back so that I can put a flamer trap on here to flamer trap that roof. It's kind of disorientating when you come out of the camera mode. Right, that is that. We need to put the roof on here, going crossways 90 degrees. To create this valley. And we need the don't know what these are called. Wool. These gap fillers, reverse triangles, whatever you want to call them. It will snap on. They snap onto the sides, so we're snapping in this onto the side of this one. We can repair this one now. We can put this one in the upright position. Just makes it a bit easier to do these if you can actually work out the direction they're meant to be going. I really wish they would put the pieces in the right places so that they're together. Fill in any gaps, like so. That looks pretty good. And I will just add a staircase here. For the reindeer pen, I did try using the original fences, but they are an absolute pain. Basically, you can put them on a foundation if you lower it. If you want it completely straight, just do this. Take this one out, lower this one. I'm going to come out of camera mode for this. Where am I? I'm going to get this as low as we can. Won't let me select it. There we go. Right, that moved, so I'm not going to use that method. I'm just going to manually lower it. Like so, and I am going to put fences on. Right, going to remove this one and this. I'm going to put that in. Well, actually, put that one in, back in. If you select it, it will drop to the floor. So just go round, snap these together. I went round the corner like so. I made this one a gate, I think. Like so. I did use one of the hay bales. I just put it on a mat and I lowered it through the ground to make it look a bit smaller. But there we pretty much have it. So happy holidays everyone, whatever you celebrate. Have a wonderful time, keep your loved ones close, be safe and be kind to each other. I hope you like the build. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching.